Hey there, StarCraft fans! It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, gonna be killer, gonna be made from the Wiko clan. We know that clan. A lot of good players in there. They are trying to qualify for ASL 21. A couple of them qualified for ASL 20. They're on their way up. So, here on Deja Vu, top left, it is Killer, the purple Zerg player. Bottom left, it is a yellow Terran. His name is Otani, otherwise known as Maid. Those of you who do not follow ball sports, Otani is a Japanese baseball player who is an incredible hitter and a pitcher. He plays for the Dodgers in California and Los Angeles area. Los Angeles Dodgers, are they there? I think they're there. I'm not a big baseball fan, but dude, Otani's a great, incredible baseball player, and that's why I feel like that's his name today for Maid. So, ATVZ for you today. Yesterday, an incredible PvT. We had PvZ last week. We have all the matchups here on the Falcon Paladin Brood War channel. Again, check it out. Share with your friends. Hit that like button. All that fun stuff. Is it going to be a proxy? No. The SCV would already be moving out here, and it's hard to proxy a Zerg player on a 4-player map anyway. So, Overlord, scout in the right direction. Brr, brr, brr. Yeah, I know it's a dark and foreboding place here on Deja Vu. There's a statue of some kind of a hawk over there. Maybe it's a falcon. Oh, maybe that's my headcanon now. It's a statue of a falcon. This one as well. So a lot of statues of falcons on Deja Vu. Looks like it's going to be a hatch first here from Killer. It's going to be a 9. There we go. 11 hatch. 11 hatch with a 12th drone. Bam, popping out just after that. A hatch goes down. Barracks coming up, walling off against early lings, but nope, going to be a hatch first here. I guess you can wall off against late lings too. Helps against the ling flood even after a hatch first. Overlord says, Brr. Yep, you found the Terran, relaying that information back to our guy Killer. Gonna go spawning pool, gonna go extractor, gonna go, hopefully we're not gonna get bunkered here. Ooh, scouting the right direction is Steve the SCV as well. So again, merch available at falconpaladin.store, and just scroll down below this video and there's merch links. Ooh, infused into your YouTube. Anyhow, just standard stuff here, says Steve the SCV. I can expand, and expand he does. We will see the gas timing. I want to see if somebody wants to go mech here against our Zerg player. That's fairly, I want to say fairly rare in 2026, but we will see. We will see if somebody figures out how to make factory play a little bit more viable against a good Zerg player. So, supply depot. Expanding, walling, no early gas here. It's just going to be an SK Terran play, at least as an opening. Again, I haven't seen a TVZ where SK Terran transforms into mech for a while here, so maybe that's going to happen here today. First 100 gas into what? Say it with me, Lair. That's right, Lair. Second racks, now gas, excellent stuff. It's going to be an early +1 attack. Early, maybe fire bats. Oh, I like fire bats against Zerg, against those lings that they use to defend and attack. Good Terran players know how to use fire bats, right? Lings, especially against unupgraded Marines, man, they are so dangerous. But fire bats can help, even against cracklings. So again, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Good to see you here. What's going on in the world? It's a movie coming out, kind of interested in. It's golly, something sci-fi movie. Something with Ryan Gosling in it. New sci-fi movies. The internet says. What's it frickin' called? Why? Alright, this is bothering me. Ryan Gosling. It's a book. Hail Mary, thank you. It's just such a knot as the third base comes in on the right side. Also, Steve died. Rest in peace, Steve. But, yeah, I mean, bottom line, it's a sci-fi movie, Ryan Gosling. I don't know anything about it. It's a really popular book being adapted into a movie. It got really good reviews, so I think I'm going to go watch that, and we'll talk about it maybe on the stream a little bit later. So, what do we got? Third base with the Zerg, SCV killed, in the dark right now is Maid. Not happy about that. Getting a ComSat station, hiding a lot of stuff behind the minimap here. An academy, We got a couple supply depots. We've got an engineering bay. We do have early fire bats. All right. Oh, no. Good fire bat. Good stuff. Good stuff. A fire bat here as well. The Lings are like, oh, I don't want to go through there. There's a fire bat. And bam. Oh, is that 3 hits? There's the stim. Yeah, stim. Excellent against Lings as well. We've got 2 Sunkens here saying, oh, boy. They're using pressure. Oh, boy. It's a scan. Scan says, all right, Sunken's there, and the third base is in trouble. Again, if you can kill a third base early for a Zerg player in TVZ, you pretty much win the game there. Run, Lings, run. There's not enough Lings here to save this base. Production tab says there are Mutalisks, but I'm not sure they're going to get out in time and get over here in time to save the third base. Dude! No killer. Why no defense at the third? Can we save it? 50% health, sub 50% health. Mutalisks here as well. Hurry, take it down. Take it down. Mutalisks can't. 200, 100, taken. Lings popping out. The fire bat here, killing them. 2 kills on that fire bat. 100 HP. And can we take down the? No, we can't do it. Hero fire bat gets it down to 40 hit points, but no, he saved it with the mutas, with the Lings. 42 HP on that hatch. Oh, made. If you had focused on the hatch, I kind of feel like you could have killed it there. But defending against Mutalisks with Marines, hard to do, man. Hard to do, especially in those numbers. All right, Creep Colony says there might be a second attack, and this hatch is super vulnerable. Expand here? Nope, just Overlords. So, Mutalisks, bam. 8 of them, +1 attack on the mutas. Alrighty then. How many volleys to take down a turret? Oh, 4 volleys? Ugh. Especially with the repair there. 4 volleys is not fast enough, right? Too many hits on the Mutalisks. We want to say 2, maybe 3, but 4 is right out. +1 attack for the Marines on the way. Not an early +1. We have an armory as well. And what's the follow-up going to be here? Even if it's a +1 attack for these Mutalisks, we're going to transition, right? Well, we can transition. This can just be Mutaling into victory or into death from killer, but yeah, there's lurker aspect on the way here. There is going to be a hive here as well. So just nothing but Mutalisks is kind of a very, very rare TVZ strategy. Employed by Soma, mostly. I saw Sulky do that as well, but if you're not as good as those players with control on your mutas or your Lings, just, you know, get to a hive, get to cracklings, get to lurkers, get to defilers. And let's see what's going on here. Double starport here at about 8 minutes. Everything is A-OK for these irradiates and these science vessels. Again, science vessels are super important. Without science vessels, you cannot win against a late game Zerg player unless you're going mech. SK Terran with no science vessels just dies to everything Zerg can do. Science vessels, irradiating Ultralisks, irradiating Defilers, irradiating Lurkers. They get through Dark Swarm. They can snipe out enemy spellcasters. Again, irradiate is what is... Ooh. What is on Terran's mind right now? But no, not irradiate on this Terran's mind. He's going into Valkyries. Okay, I now see why RJB sent me this replay. Valkyrie play from a Terran player who is sick of Mutalisks ruining his economy, taking down missile turrets, taking down Marines. And there's the full stack. +1 attack is done now. Oh boy, Marines are like, run! +1 attack on these Mutalisks. Get out of here. But the Valkyries are prepared, which means they are out. They are here. The Overlord sees it and says, hang on a second. Hold position Overlord. Blah, immediately dead. Hold position Overlords just die all the time. +1 attack on the Marines. And no further upgrades. No. +1 Carapace. Ground Carapace is the first upgrade for ground units here on the Evolution Chamber for the Zerg player. Interesting. We've got Valkyries. We have 2 Valkyries, but do we have 4 Valkyries? The answer is no, we don't. But by golly, we can definitely work on that. Let's make it happen, Captain. Now science vessels, absolutely. Units down here again. Where'd they go? Oh, they're just up here. Okay, I heard some attacking, and I think he just killed his own supply depot maybe to get through here. Something like that. That's what happened. But yes, a little bit of damage. Engineering bay. Yeah, absolutely, positively happening here. We got a Nidus Canal coming in. We got a Defiler mound. There you go. Everything looking good for the Zerg player. Killer, not one of my favorite Zerg players, but he should do pretty well against Maid here. Adrenal on the way, too. So all of the... Oh, just flying over the Marines. Wow, okay. I think he's going to win that, but dude, he lost way more Mutalisks than he needed to in that situation. He's got Scourge to try to deal with the Science Vessels, but especially the Valkyries that keep killing Overlords. Is that a supply block? No, not a supply block, but it's pretty gosh darn close for Killer. So 3 bases to 2 bases. Third base coming in down south for the Terran player here. Looks to be on even base count against the Zerg here at 10-11 minutes. Irradiate coming in. Again, delayed Irradiate to get the Valkyries out. Where are the other 2 Valks? He didn't cancel them, did he? I kind of really like 4 Valkyries. 2 is good. But man, 4 Valkyries really makes everybody afraid. And no micro means 1 Valkyrie dies. And no micro means that Valkyrie dies too. Okay, so could have saved it. Could have fallen back a little bit there, Maid. Pulled back, let the Marines take down the Scourge, but Overlord survives. Thanks, Scourge buddies who sacrificed your lives for me. No problem. Say the Scourge, that's how they sound. I think he just made the 2 and canceled 2. Bummer. Well, I mean, with the Scourge out, maybe they weren't too long for the world anyway. 4th base coming in top right from Killer. He's got Lurkers, he's got Sunkens, he's got Defilers, he's got Consume. Irradiates are needed now, or some Siege Tanks. We'll see. We'll see if our guy's using the factory for anything. Nothing right now, but I do love implementing Siege Tanks. Maybe implementing some Vultures out there, too, with Spider Mines. Could be a lot of fun. We'll see if he makes that happen. There's the Irradiate. And there's the stacked Lurkers. So 1 of them, 2 of them getting... Yeah, 2 of them get irradiated. Nice. Again, I think Terrans would like Irradiate better if it worked faster, right? If it was a little... Maybe a couple ticks more damage per second. And maybe things they irradiated died faster. Because sometimes it feels like you can irradiate a Lurker, but in the time it takes for that Lurker to die, another Lurker's already being made. And it gets replaced, right? I think Terrans can feel that way. And it's really frustrating. Ultralisk Cavern on the way. New base coming in here, too. For the Terran. 4th base down the right side. Threatening the top side a little bit here. Main and natural is made. Irradiate 1. Irradiate 2. Scourge. Okay. Oh, did not take a hit? Seriously? Wow. Didn't actually take a hit. Incredible stuff. This Ling here could maybe... Well, not with the number of Marines, I guess, but he should have information. Should know what's going on. He pops in. Irradiate... Dark Swarm causing all sorts of problems as usual. Again, what gets through the cloud? Irradiation gets through the cloud. Not fast, but by golly it doesn't. Not as fast as Storm, right? If Irradiate was fast as Storm, if you could kill a Lurker inside Dark Swarm with the same speed that a Psystorm does, but using the Irradiate instead, I think Terrans would have a lot better time with it. I think there'd be less complaining for sure. So that might be... I mean, it's never going to change, but I think that's kind of the concern, the root of the cause. Oh, battle cruisers. Why is every TVZ, man? Now, again, it's a complicated thing. I'm really tempted to say I don't like battle cruisers because that's more simple, but the reality is that battle cruisers are good if they're used in the right way. Used in conjunction with a drop. Amazing. Used... to Yamato things like Defilers inside Dark Swarm. Amazing. But if you just send them out by themselves to attack an extractor somewhere, and then they get plagued, and then there's Dark Swarm Hydras, and they just die, they don't do anything, then that sucks. It's a waste of resources. It's the Terran player saying, I don't want to control 10 more Science Vessels. That's hard. Just let me make battle cruisers and aim move them at the Zerg. And it gets some value, because again, the Zerg has to spend gas to deal with them, yada, yada, yada. But I still prefer a situation where it's 16 Science Vessels and every Ultralisk that pops out of Terran or of Zergville gets irradiated immediately. And you're irradiating Scourge. Okay, every Defiler dies immediately upon coming out of the bases. That's how Flash plays this, man. He just kind of parks out here. Every Defiler that pops out of an egg, bam, irradiated. Every Ultralisk that pops out of a base, bam, irradiated. And by the time they show up to where they want to fight, they're dead. So these Cracklings are fairly scary. Again, Crackling upgrade, yes. 1-1 upgrade, yes. No Defilers, though. Can they break this? Ooh, no Fire Bats in these bunkers. Stimming, re-putting inside the bunker again. And 1 bunker dies, but I think the 2nd bunker is going to be enough to save the day here. Lings maybe working away on the refinery. Yeah, they'll try, but they're not going to get that sucker, not in time. Pressuring up. Fire Bats back in the comp here. Fire Bats did not kill that 3rd base. Yeah, irradiating individual Scourge, not terrible, and something you can totally do if you have a lot of science vessels. If you've got 4 of them, I don't know, I'd rather use them on bigger ticket items, sir. Yeah, trying to pop up there for some reason. Maybe just bad control from Maid. Yeah, see, the Filer needs to get irradiated. There it is. And he wants another Plague to get off, but he can't. Oh, he does! The battle cruisers wandered into the base by themselves, immediately got plagued. Ah, classic stuff. Is there a drop? And there's a drop! Okay, so in conjunction with a drop, let's go! In conjunction with a drop, swinging on an Ultralisk. Don't have speed yet, we can tell. Battle cruisers getting scourged. Okay, they're dead. That distracted a little bit. Kind of allowed this drop to be a bit more effective. Ultras on the outside. They can't get the surround they want. And, oh, okay, now the Dark Swarm. Now everybody's dead. So yeah, didn't get a Yamato off on the Ultralisk. Did not get an Irradiate off the Ultralisks either. So hard to friggin' deal with. So annoying. More battle cruisers on the way. But the good thing for the Terran is that, check this out. 4 bases. 16 minutes. Zerg player, 4 bases. At 16 minutes. No 5th base from Killer yet either. I really feel like it could have expanded before now. Once again, you're just not getting in there, folks. You're just not breaking it with Marines and Medics. Marine and Medic, very powerful on the DPS, but cannot get through Dark Swarm. It is the balance of the situation. Flyer Bats. Not good against Ultralisks. There's the Irradiate. That's what I've been wanting to see here, but again, he's only got 4 of them. 4 science vessels is not enough energy. Taking a hit, not dead, but 3 of the 4 science vessels are now injured. If not close to dead, if not plagued. Okay, again, another one gets Irradiate off on the Ultra. Loses a science vessel for it. It needs better control from Maid. Just needs better control, but I like this. This is great position for Maid to be sitting in. Ultra's coming down a little choke like this. Not a good time. This Defiler swinging in. Wants to get a Plague down. I can smell it on him. Plague. Ooh, there it is. Plagued up. No Irradiates available for the Ultralisks. Or maybe we don't want to Irradiate them because of the splash damage concern. No, also there's not enough energy. Great. Science Vessels all die. And these Marines they kill all but one of the Ultralisks, quite possibly. Can the last one go down? The Plague is helping a lot here. Yeah, casual 12 kill Ultralisk. Get on out. These guys trying to cover a position. Ooh, 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 that drone's like, don't mind me, just heading out to expand. Just, you know, putting more money in the war chest for the Zerg to kill you. This battle cruiser's having a good time. I mean, Hydrodan's not a bad thing to snipe. Metasynaptic Node's on the way. Another drop coming up the left side here, but there are Scourge. No, Overlords. That's not enough to shut this thing down, actually. Not enough at all. So, Lurker, Spore, Scourge. Alright, shut that one down. And one Ultralisk is like, really? I just got to kill one of these Marines? Nice. Scourge. No, not getting connections here. Hold on a second. You actually do have to kill the battle cruiser, though, Maid. I mean, Killer. Maid's not killing his own BCs. Right. Weird, awkward angle to try to engage in here with Maid, but the guy's got 3 attack. He's got 2 armor. The Ultras are almost at full upgrades, though, too. They're working on that extra Carapace. So this battle cruiser finally dies. This battle cruiser working away on a hatchery, which is nice. But yeah, we're just sending battle cruisers off on their own to have their own mystery tours. Okay, well, 4 more are on the way. There's an engagement. Scans in and says, he doesn't have any lurkers here. Are you serious? Scan, kill, scan. Take it down. The high ground mischance is helping that lurker survive a little bit longer, but no, not enough. Into the 3rd base we go. This was previously injured due to a previous attack. Lurkers burrowing in, Lings on it, reinforcing Marines, joining the party. Clearing that out, but also, this 4th base is in a lot of trouble too. So hold on a second. Finish the hatch. You were here before. Finish the hatch. I know the guaranteed damage in this situation is the drones, but the hatch, there you go. Just poke it. There it is. Hydroden getting sniped out here too. This is getting chaotic all of a sudden. 4th base gone. Battle cruisers maybe wiping out an attempt at a 6th base left side by Killer, and they're gonna get it. Marines taking down the 3rd. up into the 4th. Do they have enough to make this thing happen? There is a Nidus here, so Cracklings are pouring out of this Nidus. Ultras are pouring out of the Nidus. Ultras coming in from the backside too. Going to be able to clean this thing out. So third base does die for Killer, but he's expanded to the right side. And that's about it, is the problem here. 3 BCs wandering their way into the main base. Trying to figure out what to do here. Do they not have Yamato? Well, they immediately get plagued. Because of course they do. It is 2 plagues to bring a BC down into low red health and red HP. Get Yamato. Maybe he just figures they're not surviving long enough that Yamato makes any sense here. Ultralisk Cavern getting targeted is friggin' great. Defiler gets inside the Dark Swarm. Boy, wish we had some way to attack stuff inside Dark Swarm, says Battlecruiser Pilot 1. Ultra Cavern down. Second Plague lands. Trying to reestablish this base again. The good thing about Ling Ultra is that, well, the bad thing is they're really good against your Marines. The good thing is they can't shoot up, so your command centers can live. Okay, hold on. A lot of Ultras dying here. The Marine count is hefty. Got to scan. Burrowed Ling's in the way. BCs, 2 kills, 6 kills, 5 kills. Yeah, all right. I don't know if these are good trades. More BCs come in. I think that's it. I think he says I'm not getting Yamato because these things are dead before they get 150 energy. I'm fairly sure those BCs maybe had 140 before they went down. Incredibly annoying. Like, I will say that, but also the right side base of Killers getting sniped out. Holy cow. Kabam. There it goes. Up the right side, replacing the third base. Fourth base is alive from the Zerg. Fourth base lives here. Oh, this is a very on fire and actively burning down CC. And are we not even repairing it? Seriously? You're not going to lose this because... Okay, he lifts it, but it's still on fire. Ultralisk getting big time hits off from the BC. Always nice. The chaos remains and reigns here. Finally scanning in, seeing what's going on. Repairing the command center. Defending this base with his life. Battlecruiser up this way. 4 kills. Has been plagued a second time. And Hydralisk trying to finish it off because it's not even defending itself. It's trying to kill a hatchery. Oh, it gets the hatch before it dies. Never mind. All right. I was prepared to be very, very disappointed in Maid, but he did. He managed to get the hatch. The non-guaranteed damage there. Hatch down. Zerglair on 2 mining bases. Long distance mining from his own natural, which is horrendous. I've got the money to rebuild a hatch there. It's 153 to 78 supply from the Terran. Absolutely crazy stuff. Yamato's on the way. He decided, you know what? I'm making enough BCs. I suppose I should get the Yamato upgrade. Sounds awesome, guy. Let's do this. Ling Ultra. A lot of these attacks have not included Defilers for Killer, which has been a major problem for him today. Really hard to win without the Spellcasters on both sides. Science Vessels or Defilers. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and there's the Plague. Everything changes. Changes the entire scenario. You know that as well as I do. Radiated Defiler, but he's done his damage. He plagued. He Dark Swarmed. He made these Marines feel very sad. What are these battlecruisers doing? Meet up. Join up with the rest of your units. You can do it, guy. No upgrades either. This might be the most battlecruisers I've seen in a professional TVZ without getting a +1 attack or a +1 armor for these battlecruisers, dude. Another sick plague again. Look, this is kind of like, I'd give this maybe a C. A C grade for these battlecruisers. They haven't been the worst BCs ever. They haven't been the best BCs ever. But if they start Yamatoing Defilers inside Dark Swarm, I'm willing to increase that grade to a B. Possibly an A, depending on how this goes. So still, 4 base to 4 base. Natural doesn't exist. That's not even what it is. I don't know. Can Killer win this thing? I don't know. He is possibly hopelessly behind right now. Oh, Restoration made. Okay. Don't tease me, though. Don't you be telling me. Don't you be telling me I got Restoration to restore the plague off these BCs and then never use it. Because I've seen that before. And it makes me mad. Oh, nice plague on the Science Vessels. Engineering Bay dead. Have to rebuild that to make missile turrets, I guess. Oh, he's repairing. He does the repair on the BCs. That's nice. Medics. You kind of have to have a lot of medics to have enough energy on one to actually do a restoration. Hey, here we go. Charging up. A lot of Hydras. No tanks, which is a problem. These guys get plagued and obliterated. And then we immediately teleport the army to this side. Niduses are so friggin' OP. Falls back and says, plague the science vessels. Radiates science vessels. Oh, plagued science vessels getting murdered by Hydralisks. That's what they're here for. That's a big part of the reason that they're here is because Lings and Ultras certainly cannot do that. But it's 171 to 62 supply. Is he going to expand over here? He should. He's got the money for it, but he's like, no, I must make more rounds of Marines. And, oh, right. And science vessels, I guess, because they keep dying for some reason. Dude, is Killer going to make a comeback in this thing? Battle cruisers back up to full health. Thanks, SCV buddies. Appreciate ya. We move up into this base. Got Yamato. We can actually kill spores more easily now. Oh, do it. Do the Yamato. 2 Yamatos to kill a spore. They are beefy suckers. They have a lot of HP. Pre-splits against potential incoming plagues. Ba-bam! 2 Yamatos. Whoa, 2 for each. Spore dead. Dark Swarm still a bit of a problem here. No Yamatos remaining to Yamato the Defilers. Yeah, I think he tried to cast something there and he's like, oh right, I Yamato'd. Really sick plays. Okay. 188 to 82 supply. It is such an advantage. Killer's not been able to get a 5th base really today. Terran's getting a 5th base in the bottom right. Terran should win this game. If he loses it, it's going to be one of the biggest collapses I have seen. Or maybe we just give the credit to Killer and say it's one of the best Zerg performances we've ever seen. Science Vessel, 3 HP, very bravely wandering around, irradiating stuff. Doesn't even get credit for a kill because the Defiler gets killed by a BC instead. Dark Swarm Hydra. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. Those Marines overextending a little bit. This is tight. But as long as we're not inside the Dark Swarm... Oh, great. Plague, though, too. As long as we're not inside the Dark Swarm, the Marines will handle against the Hydralisks unless they've been plagued. Important situation. Lurkers, oh, against plagued Marines? Yeah, I think so. 5 kills, 3 kills. Disgusting, disgusting hold there by Killer. He's alive, but he can't expand. If you can't expand, you starve out and you die. This is looking real tough. Battle cruisers, no Dark Swarm? No Dark Swarm. Working away on the hatch. These guys might as well be attacking something. These guys are just hanging out. He's got a ton of BCs just doing nothing right now. Nah, these Hydras alone aren't going to do anything. Okay, Lurkers and Ultras kind of changed the calculus here. Yamato on a Lurker. Okay, I'm fine with that. Yamatoing a Lurker is pretty fantastic. The Marines say, we can handle the Ultras much more easily than we can handle the Lurks. Uh-oh. More dudes coming in, though. Ultralisks, are they close enough to die? That is not a problem for the Terran. The answer is no. Yes. Kind of. New science vessels. And that's it. It's a GG. Killer taps out. This attack looks like it's going to work on some level. There's no Lurkers here. Battle cruiser whiling away on that hatchery. It's 159 to probably like 60 supply for the Terran. And wow. Or for the Zerg. And wow. Killer taps out. What a win for Made. Impressive stuff. Again, this clan is pretty good, man. This is an amazing, amazing clan of Wiko players here, right? So this is how Made did. He beats Killer in a pretty fantastic 28-minute TVZ. Battle cruisers getting Yamato. Battle cruisers helping with drops. Battle cruisers, some of them not getting a lot done. But again, maybe like a B minus here for the BCs today. Not an incredible performance, but good enough. I'd say good enough to pass the class and move on to 7th grade. So good job, dude. Excellent stuff here from the Terran. Killer just really never able to get a 5th base. Kind of tried over here, failed. Tried over here, failed. Thought about trying over here. Never really happened for him. And this 3rd base almost going down made it easier to pop later. But man, if that 3rd base died, this would have been a much shorter game. So good awareness. Not perfect play from Made, not by any stretch. But nobody's ever played a perfect game of StarCraft. He's made some mistakes. He's taken some damage, and that's okay. We all can make mistakes sometimes and still come out ahead. That's the nature of the StarCraft, and that's why we love it. Yeah, always room to improve. So GG. Again, science vessel count not as high as I'd like it to be, but it is hard to control that many science vessels. I understand. Well, 225,000 points here from May 210 for Killer. We got an outproduction here by Killer. 6 to 4, and the out kill here 4 to 3. So the outproduction by Killer was good, but the cost efficiency by Made was better. 19 to 11 buildings raised in favor of Maid, and the outspend by the Zerg is just simply not enough. Wow, is that less than? No, that's more than 1,000. That's like 1,300 resources. Brutality. Really sad. But that's going to be it for me. Happy for the Terran, sad for the Zerg. That's the nature of the beast. And yeah, that's going to be it from Falcon Paladin. So this is, that's going to be it, I guess, for me. So this has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.